Ming! No, 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 no. Well, Ming, I think you're going to die. Let's clean this mess up. Jake, would you kill Ake while your manpower recovers? Trouble with killing Ake is that it's going to give me 3 provinces with relatively high revolt risk. I could stomp down harsh treatment, but there's still the chance they could revolt. I'd rather deal with Ming first. You'll see. Yeah, you know what? I think I've got a plan that's really good. They've actually lost their the Shi cores, but that's not an issue. And monthly balance is plummeting. Well, let's make it go down even more. We're not going to reduce that inflation. Forgot about those guys there, but I think they'll do well over there. It's mostly hills and mountains, so if Ming does come to fight me there, they're in for a big surprise. Now, dealing with Ming has changed considerably. You might have noticed with Vijayanagara, it still took me something like 5 wars to eat them up. Now, big nations, it used to be that the bigger a nation was, the cheaper it was to take each individual province, so that's no longer the case. Ming is about 1000% to annex, so I need to tread carefully. I think I can deal with that, though. Alright, Ming, go engage those rebels. I will be there to pick up the pieces. Don't you worry, girly. I just make absolutely sure there's nothing else I have to do that revolves around being at peace. No point spending any more on that. In fact, to be honest, I was probably being a bit overzealous by bringing it up. Arno Lame says, Jake, how are the Knights doing? They're doing pretty solid. I wish the Ottomans would annex them, but they have no such intention of doing that. In fact, the Ottomans are doing crap. Bosnia is holding them off like a champ with their national ideas. They even secured Albania. That can't have been by accident. Excuse me. Genoa's feeling a bit revved up, but those are noble rebels. Siena strong, secured Firenze. No core though. The HRE looking a bit worse for wear because France is a beast. Switzerland, oh my god! Keep it together. Free Ireland. Free Sweden because, of course. How do I feel about Europe then? I'm not sure. I'll deal with it in due time. Right, Ming, do I rival you or not? That's the question. I think I will, just to see how it goes. If all else fails, I can remove them as a rival for 100. Oh, I have 20 years to do that. Okay, well, whatever. You know what, Ming? Die. Pegu, Vijayanagar, Mawar, Kathawar. Let's kill us a Ming. I'll be there on the 17th. He will not have time to escape. He will not have time to get his morale back. Mind you, I never fully recovered my morale, but that's okay. Because Ming is food. Get in my belly. You are the worst Asian. Gee, I think I took more from attrition than anything else there. Still, I will hold back here. What I can and will do is set up a mercenary unit. And that mercenary unit shall be the looting squad. Let's get ready for buckets of ducats, guys. Especially with his speed. He'll rip through Ming like a hot knife through butter. Jake withdraw deposits from the Bank of Ming. It's funny because most of Ryukyu's national ideas are to do with, oh, Ming have graciously given us the rights to this, that, and the next thing. Well, taking those rights back by force. It's not worth a little diversion for that 3 base tax, but Macau is always worth it. God, I love Dosh. I should have called myself DDR Shekel. Alright, now, very unfortunately, that theologian that pushed down our revolt risk is dead. And nothing else worthwhile seems to be coming along, so let's just keep the loot flowing. Let my rivals do the talking here. Now, best thing that could really happen is I get an event that pops up, giving me money based on my projected annual income. Ming's capital has moved from Beijing to Nanjing. The mysteries never end. Alright, so he's moving south. If he fights Pegu, Pegu will get stomped. But Kathiawar and particularly Vijayanagar. Now, the reason I teched up in military tech before I released Vijayanagar is because they inherit my tech. 15, 16, 15. 15, 16, 15. I still had 14 when I released these two. They're still hostile. When the insult fades away, though, they'll see the light. Yeah, let's not fight you. In fact, we'll run around you. Or we'll run away, that also works. Or, even better... Yeah. He can't stand up to my mind games. DDR for Dosh, Dosh, and Wrecked. Thank you, Doctor. Now, my vassals are doing the heavy lifting for me, which is great, because I want to recover my manpower while this war goes on. And I'm not in too much of a rush. Not with the initial war. Now, these provinces, they are mighty expensive. Moving on Wanshan, eh? It's tempting to get another lead also. Jeez, I've forgotten about you for the longest of times. Tell me more about the Americas, please. I should recover a bit of my abysmal prestige as well. We'll get all our cannons over to Viet back because, well, maybe not all of them, but 5 of them should do. Just so I can have full back row of cannon. Although Ming is almost all cannon there. What is he doing? should have taken that stack when I had the chance. Well, no time for complaints. Once you get there, I'll go and crush Ming. That province is jungle, plains and hills, but with a 6 maneuver general, I reckon I'll be the one to decide where we're fighting. Unfortunately, I can't pull him out. I can't shuffle his units around to release Chiru, but I think by now the looting will go away from here. And although loot is great, I don't want to micro it all the time. Let's go and eat Ming for dinner. I'll give them another month of attrition. Somebody's suggesting multiple looting crews. Nah. Okay, so we're fighting in jungles, even I didn't get to choose that. But we're fighting as king now. Taking a fair few losses, but what can you do? Ming is still just food. Oh, wow, he really reinforced hard there. Look at those losses for Ming. He will not sustain. Whoa, whoa! Let's admire that new Indian unit pack for a moment. God, he looks slick. Alright, now do I pursue Ming or not? That chewed into my manpower big time. I reckon not. Just merge our units that we got and bring them back. That'll do. Alright, we found someone. Blackfoot. Good. Great, in fact. Blackfoot Native Council, 1 province minor, allied with Apache. Better believe I have plans for you, Buddy Blue. No, please, get off my territory. This attrition's gonna kill me. That's right, the Ming has an impressive fleet. I forgot about that. Still, nothing to worry about. Musket or bow. Ugh. Military tech cost until my death. Well, I'm already 44. Of course archery should serve a primary role. Jake, 75% discipline means a quarter of the army is playing cards while the rest fights. More or less. It is just a straight 25% nerf to their ability to fight. I'm not sure if it affects the casualties they take anymore. Also, let's not have any of these Hindu rebs. See my rebs, see my rebs. Did I support the wrong ones? Maybe I can't support them, who knows? People are asking what I plan to do with Ming. I plan to do a few things to them. It depends what happens when I beat them in this war. It's going to be a situation that changes depending on how things go here. Right, you really are having a bit of trouble there. I tried supporting the Hindu rebs, but they didn't become harmless. There we go. Get rid of those ones instead. Still do you a favour. Now, as expected, you're going to try and defeat those. You may succeed, but you do fight crap. But they're on hills, though. I don't want to engage them in hills. I'd rather they engaged Vijayanagara in hills, and I came in to their rescue. Badass that I am. Jake, discipline affects offense and defense since 1.7. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, 44 is enough to wipe that stack, but Vijayanagara on the case. Now, what's the case with these Hindu rebs? Ah, there we go. I got rid of them. What are they playing at? Oh, that's fantastic. They're going to go onto my territory. They're going to arrive on the 27th, are you? Shame. If I'd acted faster, I could have scorched that land in time for them. Maybe not worth the 25 mil. Again, my vassals swallowing the manpower cost of sieging up Ming. Champs that they are. Vijayanagara has a discipline bonus and cavalry combat ability. They should have no problem engaging Ming here. Jake, bring your navy around to sink Ming's fleet. Well, Ming's fleet consists of 14 heavies. And I know that counts as inland sea, so I would get a galley bonus, but I only have 40 galleys. They already have 14 of their own. Diptech 11, my Diptech 15, not confident about it. Even though I get the bonus to my morale, I'd rather not lose my fleet. No, I won't have to worry about Ming's fleet after a while. Jeez, what is Ming doing? They're just killing their own armies here. .403 manpower. Their cannon stack is completely wiped. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong place. They've still got 18,000 cannons. But if they just sit there chewing on 5% attrition, who am I to stop them? Ming is such a fool. Might be risky, but I could see some sense in splitting up to siege quite a big bit of Ming. Jake, Vijayanagara is hostile towards you. Watch out. That's okay. That insult will fade away after, I think, 10 years. And the improved relations is ticking that up as well. Okay, Vijayanagara, joke's over. Stop taking attrition yourself. Especially when it's only 2%. 1603, the fight for China wages on. I wonder if they're just engaged in a battle of AI wits. Feel the sick burn of my awesome clothes. I think leopard skin beats studded leather any day. You're marching in with a 233. Oh, you're going to be fighting in the mountains, mate. You are off your rocker. Nonetheless, if you're willing to spend your manpower, I'm not one to stop you. Jake, check how much percentage it is to annex Ming. 1201. But that's okay. I've got a few tricks up my particularly baggy sleeves. If I march through here, I'll be taking a big chunk of attrition, but... You know, if they run, they'll be running quite far, all the way up here most likely. I could run up along here and engage them wherever they go. Risky. I'll lose a lot of manpower if this doesn't work out. But the supply limit along the coast is satisfactory for my men. I do wonder where Ming will run to, though. Jake, the Bank of Ming still has a positive balance. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, maybe I will set another couple of mercenaries to take care of that. Bit of money wouldn't go amiss. Still, the potential looting, the lootable provinces are dropping in number. Alright, Vijay's got that in the bag. Now, they're going to run north, so they're going to run up to you men. Certainly possible. What I'll do is I'll set another unit to chase them here. Might see if I can't get 2 units spread out just to get a bit of intel on the land. There we go. It's highly possible they'll go up there, but I'll get my unit over there to make sure. I'll be able to see exactly what they're up to. Right, just going to Lanzhou. I find it highly likely they're going to go for you, man. Don't have to swallow too much attrition. Thank you, 6 Maneuver General. You reduced my unit weight by 6. Right, no, they're going for Shanxi. So they'll be heading north, potentially Beijing. Let's cut them off and cut them down. It's also, I think those 2 provinces are relatively worthless, but at least they'll pay for the mercenary. Right. Let us pursue Lubu. Jake, can you ask someone to be your vassal while you're a protectorate? No. No, no, and no. Can't even proclaim guarantee. Most influence things I can't do. I think the only thing I can do out of influence is enforce peace. Alright, let's get my loot jig on. Right, where were you going? Could have potentially been up there. I'll be ready for you though. Oh, no, you're going to Jinan. What? What? Right, I got you. My shekels have you in their sights. You will not escape. It's not even worth going up there, the money here is better. Ooh, lucky 9 for Ming, but it just wasn't enough. Get out of my sight, Ming. You are the worst Asian. Now I can loot to my heart's content. "16 armies, probably a bit overkill. I don't need them in such number, but let's loot the north because it's rich. And their capital, of course. Should have everything covered. Oh, I like the look of that. Alright, so that means I can set my mercenaries on loot the south mode. England and Ming. Underperformers unite. Oh, that sound of dosh is just music to my ears. Look at that money go up, right? Last month I made 81 from Spoils of War. Spoils of War being looting. Foolish fools. Not even aware of your own foolishness. Yeah, I've already looted Macau. Right, Hefei. Dynasty Warrior's finest. And that Theologian's going to come in handy, so he will be paid for by the National Bank of Ming. Right, Ming's trying to assemble an army, but it's just not going to be enough. Sorry, not sorry, Ming. That said, I should not get complacent. Get those troops up there, ready to deal with anything that gets thrown their way. Get my troops back down to Macau, because by the time they get there, the looting will have ran out. I bet even one merc can hold these guys off fairly well. Holds off long enough for Pegu to get involved, and Pegu loves a fight. I've never seen this before, so hold on. Also, thanks for the reminder to explore, Zumskin. I am awful at multitasking. I want you to check out that first, because it's within our range. And then check out that, and then that, and that, and then get home. That should be plenty for you. No, I said home. Anything else I need to worry about? Nah. Our neighbours have established a large colonial presence in the New World. Okay. You mean Portugal? The exports from this distant land have been steadily increasing. Some of the exotic goods have become very popular, even among those who should know better than to be dazzled by curiosities. Recently, our neighbours have gone further, openly fueling this interest, encouraging people to buy American. They are pushing for more imports from the colonies, outcompeting our own goods and depriving good Ryukyuan people of work. We might get something out of this influx of foreign trade, but the safest option would be to eradicate barriers to reduce it. Oh, sorry, erect barriers. I either lose to mercantilism, and Portugal loves me, and I get a bit of trade steering, which I always find a bit useless. Or I gain 2 mercantilism and Portugal hates me. Well, Portugal already hates me, funnily enough, so let's have them hate us even more, just for a bit more mercantilism. It's quite nice. Forget quite nice, that's very nice. Alright, so curb stomped Ming yet again. Hopefully Pegu has no intention of attaching to us. Well, this stack suddenly got quite expensive, so sayonara. Let's finally loot that northern area. Ugh. Probably spread the pain a bit. Nah, give them what they want. Benign neglect. That's a bit of money for me, thanks. Now, let's hunt down that Ming. Should be a fairly war to 100% them on. So I think the first thing I will do is release Zhou, but that's probably not for the reasons you're thinking. There's our explorer getting on. Oh, he's not even there yet. Rubbish. Where's my old explorer? He always gave me